I'm so over dream work. I mean, every Jungian in the UK does dream work, and that's almost it.
It's so bog standard.
Exactly. So what else can we do that's a bit more interesting?
I know.
What else can we do?
I'm so with you. It's like everybody's starting up like a dream thing, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, dreams are great. Dreams are wonderful. First of all, can we stop analyzing them?
Yeah.
Can we stop analyzing them in public, please? Like, let's just talk about them over morning coffee, or around the fire. Just share them as stories. How about that?
And also to see, what's curious to me, sorry, this is a bit of a tangent, forgive me, but it's just like I'm hearing a number of kind of friends of mine who kind of they pay attention to their dreams and are obsessed by them. They don't always know what to do with them, but it's just like, oh, there's some really bad shit happening in my dreams at the moment. And I do very much believe that dreams come to us from outside of ourselves, that they're kind of reflections. They're images of what's going on in the world, that the imaginal world clearly is entangled with this world. And if bad shit is happening in this world, bad shit is going to be in some way tied up in the imaginal world, and it's going to come through to our dreams. So, yeah. Anyway,
and also, I have a different experience of dreams that I don't hear the Jungians or dream people talking about. For me, often what dreams feel like is that they're not coming to me. They're not arising from my psyche as a kind of symbolic communication of what's going on inside of me and my individuation process and all of that. It's my soul traveling to another dimension and dipping into this alternative reality that is happening, and I'm just getting this window in. And then I come back and I go, where the hell was that?
I agree. I know, I'm absolutely with
place. But it was already happening, and it's got a history, and it's on its own timeline, and I'm dipping in and I'm going,
just landed in it like on the moon. No, I agree with you, except in the case of big dreams, because I have had maybe 3 or 4 in the course of my life that have been really big.
Yeah.
Either presaged something that I'm going to do, and it's like, oh my God, it's you. Or,
all I'm doing is yes-anding. For sure. There's those big dreams that are very personal and have to do with, my own soul's journey, for sure.
Well, that's the Numinous coming in, which can access, I think, that world. But I agree with you. And I think that what's curious is that many of us in these times are finding ourselves in that other world, that part of the other world, which is not very pretty. And I've written kind of extensively and researched extensively during my kind of more academic forays into it about the relationship between the Celtic notion of the other world and Henri Corbin's Mundus Imaginalis and whatever we might think of from other traditions. And that was exactly it. The Celtic other world was just like, boy, you didn't know what you were going to get. I mean, ostensibly it was a land of beauty and abundance and richness, but there were monsters around every corner, and you did not mess with it. You did not go in there lightly if you were invited even. And if you weren't invited, then, God be with you. It's just like, so I do see, I absolutely agree with you. I see the dream world in that way, but how many of us see it in that way? How many of us are kind of taught or guided or even given teachings or information which makes us step back and think, oh, okay, maybe that's the thing. So you have come to it organically. I came to it organically, probably both through really roundabout and, in my case, often quite fucked up routes. But it's just like, how do we pass that on? That possibility, that sense of possibility, that sense that there is more, that there are layers of reality that we're not even taught to see as possibilities. We're taught to think of them as madness. You get locked up in an institution if you haven't got the boundaries, to kind of keep it very, very tight. And that kind of interests me, how we, in a way that's not too esoteric, that's not too tied up with things that a lot of people don't want to do, like go to a jungle and drink ayahuasca, but just like ways in our everyday lives that we can be aware of these realities, not least because they don't then trip us up, because we're not looking at them. We don't see the big stone in our way, but also so that we can they can help us inform our own soul's journey, which is what they do.
Yeah.